Theology has historically struggled to explain the mechanics of creation ex nihilo, the formation of a universe out of nothing. Often, the command, "let there be light," is framed as a localized event or literary metaphor. Christopher Knowles's thesis proposes a different view, that absolute sovereignty is a continuous execution of physical laws rather than a passive status. This perspective utilizes general relativity to redefine the cosmic arena. Space and time aren't independent backdrops. They are woven into a single, four-dimensional fabric that bends, stretches, and dictates the rules of motion. A voice is fundamentally a vibration moving through a medium, but the divine voice didn't move through an existing medium. The thesis posits that the voice created the medium itself, with spacetime acting as the geometric shape of the initial utterance. All time, space, and motion are entirely bounded by this initial geometric fabric. The universe is entirely relative to and dependent upon the continuous calculation of original sovereign will. The deistic clockmaker model suggests a creator who initiated the universe and subsequently withdrew. The physics of cosmic expansion suggests otherwise. The universe is not expanding into empty space. Space itself is stretching outward in all directions. This expansion represents the unspent momentum of the initial spoken decree. We see evidence of this in the cosmic microwave background, a physical ripple of radiation from the first light that still permeates every square inch of the cosmos. In its infant phase, the universe was a dense plasma where radiation and gravity struggled against one another. That struggle generated baryon acoustic oscillations, massive pressure waves that functioned as primordial sound waves. When the universe cooled, the geometry of these sound waves was frozen into the distribution of matter. Clusters of galaxies formed along the troughs and crests of those initial ripples. Every galaxy and star exists exactly where it does today because it was caught in that initial acoustic geometry. Humanity lives inside the physical echo of the voice itself. To populate this expanding arena, the energy of the ripple had to condense into physical form. Albert Einstein's discovery of mass-energy equivalence provides a mechanical link between the primordial ripple and solid matter. Einstein showed that matter is not separate from energy. It is simply highly concentrated, localized energy. The atoms that comprise the physical world are trapped bundles of the original cosmic vibration. While the outward expansion of space-time scatters this matter across the void, it remains subject to governance. The Creator engineered the electromagnetic field to maintain order within this scattered energy. Relativistic physics proves electricity and magnetism are a single, unified entity woven into the geometry of spacetime. The electromagnetic field acts as the invisible tether of governance, stabilizing atomic structures and enforcing order upon chaos. True sovereignty is revealed through the power to differentiate and assign distinct purposes. Rather than making all matter respond identically, the Creator instituted a material hierarchy to manifest his specific attributes. The magnetized tier includes ferromagnetic elements like iron, nickel, and cobalt. These elements possess unpaired electron spins that form cohesive magnetic domains. When exposed to a magnetic field, these domains snap into alignment, retain the charge, and reflect that authority outward. This represents transformative power, vessels engineered to be captured and aligned by the source. The non-magnetized tier consists of diamagnetic materials like gold, wood, and water. Their balanced electron configurations alter their paths in a magnetic field to create an opposing force. This permitted resistance displays majesty, the ability to allow an independent nature that remains entirely suspended within the matrix of his laws. In the presence of a cosmic scale field, like that of a neutron star, even this resistant matter is effortlessly mastered. Even the energy used to resist is dictated by the field being opposed. Whether matter aligns or resists, nothing exists outside the perimeter of sovereign governance. The thesis applies these principles to the human soul, mapping the laws of mass energy to human consciousness. Because humanity is composed of the same energy born from the ripple, human consciousness is subject to the same laws of alignment. This mapping identifies two spiritual archetypes, the ferromagnetic aligned soul and the diamagnetic resistant heart. In its baseline state, the human heart is spiritually unmagnetized, with desires and wills pointing in conflicting directions. When the sovereign asserts his presence, it acts as a cataclysmic magnetic event. For the soul engineered for alignment, surrender is the reorganization of its internal domains into conformity with the Creator's outward ripple. The aligned soul is then deputized, reflecting the charge and weight of the source. Diamagnetic souls, conversely, are those that assert autonomy or maintain a life of resistance. The thesis declares that for these hearts, independence is a structural illusion. The energy a resistant heart uses to push away from the Creator is actively supplied by the Creator's own field. A man cannot occupy the sovereign's space-time, utilize his atoms, and breathe his air to wage war against him without using the sovereign's own power to do so. Whether a soul bends in ferromagnetic submission or is hemmed in by absolute majesty, the universe contains no rogue molecules and no rogue souls. Every element is arranged to proclaim his unmatched power and glory.